Hey, General Hospital fans. I've got your early weekly spoilers for February 23rd through the 27th. Michael's dragged in, and Maxie is really confused about what's going on in her personal life. Next week, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, reach out and hit that subscribe button, as we always do on Early Edition Day. We start with what's coming the rest of this week, and then we'll dive into what is ahead. Next week. So on Wednesday, February 18th on GH, we have Nathan needing to check out Michael's keys that he handed over to Nathan when he served the warrant. But Michael handed him over without even looking. So that's actually a positive sign, because if he was guilty, you'd think he would take the key off. But we know that Wiley knows that Chase's hands were on it, and I wonder if his prints are on the key since he was handling it. Plus, Nathan is back at the PCPD and sharing his feelings with Dante, and this is on the topic of Maxie. Nathan tells Dante that he has no idea what's going to happen when he and Maxie are face-to-face, but I'm sure Nathan's going to hold. Back on the fact he's crushing on Dante's ex-wife, Lulu. We have seen Maxie in shock and Spinelli worried, but maybe Nathan and Maxie won't have a spark at first glance reunion, or maybe they will. Brook Lynn offers some advice to Spinelli, and he's telling Brook Lynn that how he handles what happens could change his life. But the bottom line is Spinelli cannot act jealous. That's a problem. He really can't do more than be there for Maxie and hope for the best. If he's pushy or interfering or accusatory, Spinelli could lose her anyway. Plus, Christina encourages Cody, and he's telling Christina there's a steep price for violating Molly's privacy. And I wonder if he's talking about the price he paid. Since he seemed to pay, but Christina really didn't. So maybe he finished reading that Jane Austen novel. Tracy told him to finish the whole thing, and maybe he'll be, a little more considerate about what Molly wrote. I'm sure there's a character arc in the book. Lulu has another confession to make to her mom, Laura, who asks immediately to Lulu if this is about Maxie. And I'm sure Lulu's feeling guilty over the Nathan thing, but still attracted to him. Nevertheless, Willow reveals shocking news to her mom, Nina, and it's likely that Sidwell thinks Willow should take over for Drew in Washington. She seemed unsure talking to him, but Nina may actively encourage it. She tells Willow that she has a secret weapon. I don't know if that's having a rich mom or sympathy because she has a paralyzed, locked-in husband. I don't think Drew's going to like this. I don't think Michael's going to like it. And Molly tells somebody they're perfect for the job. And this is Alexis about the congresswoman position, I'm sure. Then, on Thursday, February 19th, Rick says something shocking, and this may be when he's down at the PCPD. With Michael, there was the warrant Nathan served, there's the key that Chase planted, so Rick may be down at the cop shop with his client/nephew because Michael is put on the spot, sitting on the hot seat on Thursday. So I'm guessing it'll be easy for the PCPD to go check and see if that is Drew's house key on Michael's key ring. And he may suspect that Chase framed him since he just confronted Michael and directly accused him of the shooting and has the most access to Michael. So we'll see. And of course we all know Willow put that there, and then Chase just discovered it. So Spinelli welcomes Maxie home. She's been released from the Boston long-term care facility and is back home in Port Chuck. Georgie and James are on hand, and I'm sure lots more friends and family will be at Maxie's welcome home party, but it could be awkward. I'm betting that Liesl is not going to let Nathan skip it, even though he mentioned that she's ready to shove Spinelli off a bridge to clear a path for Nathan to reunite with Maxie. Plus, Willow shares big news with Drew. And I think Willow may tell him that Sidwell wants her to take over his seat in Congress. I think Drew will be appalled, not that he can say a word about it. And Willow may also tell Drew she quit her job at General Hospital so she can focus on taking care of him. He should be terrified. It's like that movie Misery, except that Willow is not Drew's #1 fan at all. She's so much worse. Alexis makes a keen observation on Thursday. Could be about Danny and Charlotte, or it could be about Willow considering taking Drew's seat, because we know Laura wants Alexis to have the seat. Friday, February 20th, we have a very, very special episode honoring the decades of Luke Spencer on General Hospital, and of course the iconic Tony Gary, who played the role. Grab your tissues. That's all I'm going to say about that. The week of February 23rd through the 27th is the last few days of sweeps. They wrap on Wednesday the 25th, so I expect big confrontational action. Carly and Valentine may realize. Sidwell and Windeem are a dead end for them, not just because of Colin, but now Carly knows Marco's in on what's going on, and she's very worried about Lucas. Spinelli's scared he'll lose Maxie. I'm curious if Spinelli just goes and has an honest conversation with Nathan to see where his head is at. You know, Maxie is in love with Spinelli, or she was before the coma, and of course Nathan is crushing on Lulu, so it's messy, it's soapy. I'm excited to see how they end sweeps with this storyline. Michael and Jacinda keep getting more serious, and he may confide in her that somebody is framing him, but Michael is not 100% sure who did it. I still think Chase is going to be his first suspect. Nathan is going to question Michael about Drew's key, and all he can say is he didn't know it was there. Hopefully Wiley spills that he saw Chase with the keys, but Michael's sure to be thrown for a loop and worried about what's next. Molly and Cody have a heart-to-heart. That will hopefully mend the rift in their new relationship. I think Molly and Cody are super cute together. You know, they had been slid to the back burner because Josh Kelly, who plays Cody, really didn't want to be on contract. He was looking at doing some other things, and he kind of slid back to recurring, but I'm excited to see more of him. I'm enjoying Molly and Cody. Christina needs a romance. But other than that, we got Molly in a good place. At least as soon as Cody says he's sorry for reading the book, and overreacting Maxie is going to slowly try and ease back into her life. There's a lot to process, and of course, she doesn't know Sidwell did this to her. No one did. And Tracy was talking about how Maxie was going to be digging in, and they want to look at all the shipments in Sidwell made. Try and take Maxie out again if Tracy's already threatening him, and Nathan coming back from the dead is life-changing. Lots going on for her. Things are going to shift more for Willow and Drew, and Lulu has no idea what to do. She doesn't want to lose Maxie. Just because she caught feelings for Nathan and Sidwell knows from Pascal that Lucas was eavesdropping, and Sidwell's already planning to put Lucas in a grave if he interferes in their plans or in Marco's role in the plans. I will say that Marco seemed genuinely distraught about the idea of losing Lucas, but was Marco just panic blathering, or did he really mean what he said? Also, we're on a countdown to Steve Burton's last air date, and then Jason's going to be gone for a few months. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode.